Sardine and bread has been the bait that the 40 years President Paul Biya of La Republic du Cameroon has been using to catch supporters for himself and the Cameroon People's Democratic Movement (CPDM) party. The number of those who showed up on Sunday, November 6, 2022, to celebrate the 40 years of La Republic du Cameroon ruler Paul Biya's presidency in CPDM party fabrics were just out there because they were hungry and needed to eat. All what the colonial La Republic du Cameroon ruler Paul Biya has done for 40 years is rendering Amazonians and Cameroonese poor and vulnerable. In this desperate situation, he will easily manipulate them just with the promise of a cup of sardine and bread. He will be able to get the necessary support he wanted from those impoverished and hungry Amazonians and Cameroonese. How on earth will a so-called leader of the people decide to make the same people he was supposed to better their lives miserable?
Now on Sunday, November 6, 2022, celebrations ended in a fight over food among sympathizers of the CPDM party, and this makes Paul Biya 40 years as president of La Republique du Cameroon. He was sworn in the same day in 1982. It was therefore a day set aside to celebrate his stay in party by government officials and militants of his party, the CPDM party. Men up for the feasting, these men and women came out not because they enjoyed the 40-year reign of Paul Biya, nor they support him, but just because it will be another opportunity for them to have something to eat. The scramble over food after the day's proceedings say it's all about that. In a video, militants of the CPDM party were caught fighting over leftover food, leftover from the table of the bigwigs of the party. This is evident of the Biya regime when they few privileged gang of his are eaten from state coffers. They don't care about the suffering masses. This confirms the saying that when Yaoundé is breathing, the entire nation is fine. The handful of Amazonians now in-house slave to the Biya regime against the people of southern Cameroon's Amazonia are barely dare to fill in their stomachs. It is just about greed. In the 40-year rule of colonial president of La Republique du Cameroon, Paul Biya, Amazonians and Cameroonese have been reduced to the level of scrambling for foods at events.